Guys, I know it's kind of been a minute. I am trying to make, I guess, an update video, just kind of give you an idea of what all I've been doing since the last time I made a video. It's been like since May. It is October now. Last time I was kind of talking on how I had to do like a medical waiver. Basically, we went through doing that, and so I did my paperwork to do that, and my recruiters, they did another sort of waiver so I could just go on the floor, and that's what I was approved to do maybe about 3 weeks to a month ago. It was like, yeah, I want to say I went like end of August, but I'm not 100% sure. But basically, all I did, I went up there for medical only. I went to MEPS anyway. Basically, when they say you're going on the floor, you're just doing second floor medical. You go through, do your whole physical, and that's it. Like, you can't do anything else. And as long as you pass, then you're good, and I'll be able to, go back and sign in. But I guess we'll swear in. But however, I went through the whole medical, and it was a lot of waiting. It took forever and a day, literally, just to do something that takes like 2 seconds because the lines were so long. And then I know at my med station that I went to at Fort Jackson, they give you red circles. Certain people get red circles, what basically means you can basically you're jumping the line. Like anybody who has the red circle, you're going straight to the front of the line at every station you get to. So it makes the wait longer, a lot longer for anybody who doesn't have that red circle. We started, you do the whole, go to the hotel, they give you the free dinner, which we stayed at a Marriott downtown Columbia, and yeah, the food looked horrid. I'm sorry, but I didn't eat it. It was like, I don't know if it was supposed to be like cube steak or Salisbury steak. I don't really know, but it didn't really look good at all, so I didn't eat it. I don't know how it do for everybody's MEP station, but for us at the hotel, they basically, but we had so many people to where that hotel was sold out. So I was in the group that had to go to another hotel. But they basically told us between now and lights out at 10, it was like our free time. And if we wanted to leave, we just had to sign out. And so that's what I did. Luckily, being that I was coming from my college there, I was lucky enough to be able to drive. So I found out, and like when they got me something to eat, you can leave and do whatever, and as long as you're back before the van got here to take us to our next hotel, which is where I would have been staying at. So, basically we did that. 10 o'clock hit. Of course, they take you to the next hotel. They tell you you can stay up as late as you want, but being that we was at another hotel, our wake-up call was like at 3:45, so we had to get up an hour early than anybody else. And so we pretty much went to sleep. Like, some people went down to the pool, whatever, so what. So basically we wake up the next day. We went back to the other hotel for breakfast, and we were waiting on the buses to get here for us to go actually onto Fort Jackson to the MEP station. So we went. I was lucky again enough to follow my car, so I went ahead and went. I used to work on Fort Jackson, so I kind of knew where I was going, and I went ahead of them. So you get there, they give you the whole briefing where you sit, and they tell you basically what the day is going to entail, what all is going to be done, what you can and can't do, what you can and can't use, all of the above. They tell you where the offices are for you to, then follow on how to get upstairs. Like for us, elevators off limits, point blank period. Like you cannot use the elevators at all. So we went there, go upstairs, and you sit through this really long briefing that they tell you step by step literally how to fill out your paper. I can say from my experience, please listen. Like, I messed up a paper and had to get it like completely reprinted out for me 2 times, because like it may sound confusing. So listen thoroughly and don't make any marks on your paper until you clarify if you're like confused about anything, because they have to go through this whole thing to reprint out another sheet, and they really don't like to do that. So yeah, listen. And so once you go through that, that's when they do your blood pressure, you get your breathalyzer test and all of that. You'll be sitting there for like at least 2 hours. At least that's how long it took for us. And so when you finish doing all your paperwork, you put it back into your profile and you start doing your breathalyzers. And once you do your breathalyzer, you do the blood pressure, and then from there you go onto the medical floor. For us, it really didn't matter which order you went to. Like, they kind of told you which one to go to, so everybody wouldn't be at like one station. So I started off, I believe I went to do my P test first. But before I could actually do that, I got pulled to talk with the doctor. So I talked to him, and then I did my P test, and then I went in to do the duck walk, all the little movements they have you do, I'm going to say. From there, I had my blood drawn. From the blood drawn, I do my eye test, and then my hearing test. And I believe that's all that you had to do. I might be missing like a few things because, again, this was like over a month ago. But that's kind of like the gist. Once you do that, you have to process out. But so then you talk to another doctor to process out, to say, yeah, and whether you pass or whatever. And of course, for me, I didn't, because I had to have my medical waiver. So I actually didn't need it for my gallstones because I checked out fine, completely healthy. But because I suffer from headaches, and in my medical records they said migraines, I had to get a medical waiver for headaches, because apparently to go into the Army you can't suffer from headaches. Migraines are definitely apparently worse to them. So I don't really know the gist of why, but yeah, I ended up having to go through going and seeing my doctor again, and then having her clear me from suffering from headaches or migraines. So I had to have another statement written from my medical waiver to send it up to the floor and have them review it and say yes or no whether or not they approve my medical waiver. So I did that, and about 3 weeks later, which was about from 2 weeks ago, last week-ish, I got a call from my recruiter saying that they approved my medical waiver, and so now I'll be able to go back to MEPS to choose my job, swear in, all that good stuff. So I go this Thursday to finally choose my job, kind of know my leave date, start my future soldier training and all of that good stuff, which I'll kind of update you guys once I come back from MEPS as far as like choosing my job and stuff, because I'm pretty sure I might have like another special occasion that someone might be in my same predicament with, being in college and my recruiter is in my hometown. So I don't really know how the future soldier training and all of that is going to work. So I'm pretty sure I'll make a video on that just to kind of let you guys know. But so far, yeah, I'm just waiting to go and choose my job. I'll be probably going to my recruiter maybe a few days early just so I can reserve it. You have that option if, I guess it depends, really, because I'm just looking up if they would like reserve it. I know they say you have to actually go like to MEPS within 7 days, though, to reserve it. Otherwise, it's not going to be reserved longer than 7 days. So I feel like I'm rambling, so I'm going to cut this short now. But yeah, I'll definitely make another video once I come back from MEPS, wearing my job, know my leave date, and I'll make more videos just between me starting to do like my training, because I know I'm not in shape. So this is going to be very interesting, and knowing how much time I have to try and get in shape good enough for basic training. So until then, goodbye.